What is up, guys? It's TimeForDillon back at it again with another crypto video. Thank you guys for tuning in. You guys are awesome. If you're new here, subscribe, bell icon, get notified when I post new videos because it's all time sensitive. In today's video, you already know what we got to do. We got to talk about the Cardania Starships. You already know this project is one that's near and dear to my heart. I've been talking about Cardania since the Terraforms first came out over a year and a half ago. We've had some other drops along the way. Mostly, I like to talk about the citizens, right? The Terraforms. I'm not too big on the cards, but overall, this entire ecosystem is one that is super interesting to me. So I'm going to make sure to cover everything you guys need to know about Cardania and the Starships if you guys are interested. So make sure you guys stay tuned until the end of this video so you don't miss out on any of this important information. As always, first thing we have to do, take a quick look at the market. As you guys can see, we're down on the day. We're looking like we want to push back down under $1 trillion. Really, whole market got spooked yesterday with Gary Gensler coming out saying that, Kraken is going to settle with the SEC for $30 million and that, who knows, US might be banning staking in the United States. Doesn't look good for crypto. Cardano, however, will we be affected? Cardano staking, it's liquid, non-custodial staking. Do you think it's going to be affected by the SEC banning staking? Or do you think that there's going to be stipulation in there specifically talking about custodial staking? Drop it down below. I'm curious to know what you guys think. But anyway, that whole fiasco caused the markets to crumble. Bitcoin back down under 21K, back down under 22K. Of course, Ethereum as well. You already know when Bitcoin moves, the market follows. So Bitcoin pushed to the downside, entire market following with it. As you guys can see, Cardano back down under 36 cents. I hate to see it. But like I always say, if you guys have a long enough time horizon, if your investment thesis is long term, then you're really not even tripping. Not financial advice whatsoever, but me personally, I have a long-term thesis. Price dips, I like to scoop up some more cryptos at a discount, because personally, I think if you hold long enough, you will see a return. That's just my particular opinion, though. What do you guys think? Drop it down below. But of course, really quick, taking a look at some of these NFTs, because, I love to talk about some of these NFTs. Alleycat's one that I've been following for some time, looking like it wants to push back down under 400 ADA. Yep, and it did, 398. So making a push back down under 400 ADA floor price. Do you love to see it? Do you hate to see it? Do you hate the Alleycats? Do you love them? I'm curious to know what you think. But of course, Clay Nation as well, back down to 3,800. Really, it's been stuck in this range, right between 38 and 41. I'm very curious to see what these big announcements are going to be from the Clay Nation team. I think they're going to be coming up in the near future. I think there is some event in Europe right now, NFT Paris or something. Drop it down below in the comments which one it is. But there's an NFT event happening right now, and I think they're going to make an announcement at that event. So I do expect Clay Nation's floor price to bump up to the upside once that event does actually happen. But anyway, moving on along, we had Cardania actually drop this tweet earlier today, a couple hours ago. It's our distinct honor to announce that pre-sale ships have been sent and the Starship Open Mint is now live. Good luck. And, of course, they stuck the link there, which brings you right over here. And just quick rundown about the Starships. Basically, there is 5,500 of these, and the price is 250 ADA. Of course, once they're gone, they're gone. Now, we don't really know whether or not these Starships are going to be, required for the metaverse or not, but, I'm kind of in the camp that I think they're probably going to be needed. Maybe not necessary, but will probably make your life a lot easier if you're traveling from one sector to the next, or however this metaverse is going to look with the Cardania ecosystem. Because, entire project is still in development, so I'm curious to see what exactly happens. But as you guys can see, 802 have sold, so there's still 4,700 left. But like I was saying earlier, Cardania Terraforms, when these things minted, they were 40 ADA, so we're still sitting at a 2x from mint. And just a couple days ago, I saw the floor price up to around 100 ADA. So overall, the project still looking pretty good. Now, the citizens, I think that the mint price for these was a little bit higher. I want to say it was 69 ADA or something like that. Drop it down below. Let me know. I don't remember off the top of my head. But overall, all the mints that Cardania has had so far have been pretty successful. So I'm very curious to see what happens with the Starships. It might not be sold out like that first day. That's not what happened with the Terraforms. I remember it actually took quite some time for those Terraforms to sell out. And once they did, boom, boom, bang, bang, they ripped to the upside. So I'm curious to see what happens. But just a quick rundown about the Cardania ecosystem. This project first struck my interest when it was announced. They really talked about, you know, the land and how there's resources, and you collect the resources and you're able to make different items, and how there's going to be, you know, interactable games and whatnot. Totally reminded me of RuneScape, and that's what piqued my interest in this entire ecosystem. However, the game and the concept and the ideas have kind of morphed over the year and a half that Cardania has been developing. So this is, you know, the most up-to-date summary of what is to be expected with this project, the summary. Welcome to Cardania. Basically, they're building an ecosystem of games which utilize a common set of on-chain currency, tokenized resources, and NFTs. Our formula is simple: long-term focus, deployment of Cardano's best tools and features, fun, and real community. Multiple games utilizing the Cardano blockchain are in development. So they're actually working on 5 games right now. Super exciting. 3 are going to be like standalone games, right? And then the fourth sector is mini games, which you're going to have 2. So the first one is Enter the Ultraverse. This is the deck building card game. So I'm sure you guys know Cardania has come out with these founders cards and these various playing cards along the way. So I personally on my channel haven't really covered the founders cards because I'm not really a card playing game type of guy. But it's super cool. It's been very successful. A lot of people are very interested in the card game aspect. So more power to you. So I'm very interested to see how they're going to be building that, because it's going to be Unreal Engine 5. And as you guys know, that's like the premier game development studio right now. Best graphics. So I'm curious to see what comes with that. And then, of course, they're going to be building Epoch Wars, which is a land-based strategy game. And that's going to be web-based. So that's cool because it'll be awesome for everyone to play. You won't need a fancy gaming rig or anything like that. Very cool. But what I'm most excited for is Eradication, which is an arena-based PvE, FPS, and social space. So I think this is probably what's going to be like the metaverse-esque feeling place where you're able to go and actually interact with people in a social space, right? And this is where I personally think that the Starships will probably come into play, is in this type of game, right? The arena-based PvE, first-person player in the social space. So, and of course, that's going to be in Unreal Engine 5 as well. So super excited to see what that game's going to look like. And then, of course, they got 2 mini games, Stellarhood and Phoenix Arena, which are both actually active if you guys want to check those out. And I'll probably make separate videos covering each one of those more in detail if you guys are interested. But you guys know, basically, there's all kinds of information about this project, which I don't want to go too much into. But overall, you know, it's basically a big environment where they're building games and an environment for individuals to interact with each other. Overall, I'm super excited for Cardania. This project is one that I've been following since it first came out, as you guys know, so I'm going to keep talking about it as it continues to develop. One thing I will say just real quick is if you do want to take part in this ecosystem, if you do happen to have the Terraforms, right? I'm sure you guys noticed the Terraforms have different traits, have different resources scattered across the land. Those different resources can be extracted by staking your ADA. If you have your ADA in a wallet, I'm sure you guys do if you're messing with NFTs, you can stake your ADA to the Sun Pool, right? Which will give you RAD tokens as well as give you the different resources from your land. So you might as well, right? Stake your ADA with Sun Pool, get what, 3.4% APY. And on top of that, you're also going to be accumulating RAD tokens as well as the resources from your land if you happen to have any Terraforms. So, in my opinion, it's just a no-brainer. But what do you guys think? Drop it down below. Don't forget, Cardania, Starships, they're live right now. There's 4,700 left. But hey, that's all I have for you guys today. If you guys made it this far, you guys are awesome. Make sure you guys smash that like button, drop a comment down below, and of course, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Try to post daily CNFT videos, crypto, Cardano videos for you guys. If that's something you're into, follow along. But you guys have a beautiful day, beautiful night, wherever you guys are. Dylan is out.